What's your big idea?
My big idea is a freedom dividend of $1,000 a month for every American adult starting at age 18.
Andrew Yang is a business entrepreneur turned provocateur who embraces data-driven strategies.
Hello, New York City!
Yang says his program is needed because 1 in 3 American jobs is at risk of being eliminated by new technology within the next 12 years.
GDP is going to go up and up with things like self-driving trucks, even as more Americans get pushed aside. Stock market prices correspond to the fortunes of the top 20% of Americans. And headline unemployment does not include people who've left the workforce. And when you start digging into those numbers, you will see that we are falling apart.
Yang's program, $1,000 a month for every American ages 18 and older, would be opt-in. People could choose to stick with other social programs. He plans to pay for the benefit with a 10% value-added tax on goods and services.
So how would it work, literally?
Well, so the way it works is I become president in 2021. Everyone knows that my big idea was the freedom dividend, so everyone's excited. And I do not need 80% of Congress to pass this law. I just need 51%.
Haven't heard of Andrew Yang? Check this out. 2,500 people in New York City's Washington Square in the rain to hear him speak. Giving people money, a freedom dividend. That's Andrew Yang's big idea. Harry Smith, NBC News, New York.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.